to a YouTube and Instagram hop, and it's Cheers to the New Year, an annual wrap up and plans for 2024. I have a list in front of me and I am going to speak to that. I have had some goals from the last year that I'll let you know how I was doing. But the first question is, what was your favorite project? And I'm taking that to be, since I scrapbook, what is your favorite layout? And so it's a recent one. I did look through some over the last year, but I think I've spoke to this one recently. It is with a Scrappa sketch, and the reason why it's my favorite is I just like the way the clusters came out, but I like the colors of not only the photos but the embellishments as well and how it all went together. So that is my favorite. What is a crafty lesson that you have learned? So I'm gonna grab something to show you. Off the board with Pineapple Papers, I find some techniques, and not every time, I use different things to inspire me. It's where we take a pin off our Pinterest board and use it on a layout. So one thing I did was I found a pin. Let me see if you can see this. And it says raccoon, raccoon, raccoon. But it was about using your printer on your, actually, it wasn't using a printer on your washi. It was that you would print on your paper and pull it up with your washi. And that did not work for me, but you can print and put the washi over. And my second attempt, I said what I was gonna do was to print it on the washi. So, but that was a fun thing that I learned. Biggest blunder, flop, fail. I had a lot of practice with mixed media this year. Can you see this? It just wasn't what and not only that, not only what, I mean, okay, the technique wasn't terrible, but the colors, it reminded me of like the Hulk or something like that. Yeah. So, and here's my tip on this. Like, I should be cutting it up into little pieces and it would be totally fine. But that was my one thing that I failed on. I did a different color combination. New craft favorite, designer collection. Oh yeah, new craft favorite. Oop, and there goes my list and it's gonna fall down. So my new craft favorite, there's a whole list. So what is my favorite designer? And I went back to last year to look at this exact forward-facing hop. And one of my goals was to use 49 and Market that I had just recently bought, which I have. I have a lot left, but I have used the 49 Market, and it was Spectrum Sherbet. And now I have Spectrum Gardenia, which I love too, that I'm also using. So that would have to be my favorite, like, brand. Favorite YouTuber is Linda Mowat, M-O-W-A-T. She's the scrapbooking photographer. And I love how she combines, I will have her link listed below, and I love how she combines her photos, her beautiful photos, with her scrapbook layout. So that was who I picked for that. I have lots of favorites, but shout out to Linda. Favorite series, I have two that I participate in. One is Stretch the Sketch, which I just started participating in. So I've only done two, but that has been my favorite to watch. So I'm super excited to be participating in that. And then the other one is Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, where we take a pin off our Pinterest boards. And I learn, like I said, new techniques or different things that I wouldn't normally do. So that's a favorite of mine as well. Favorite technique. I have a blank spot right there. What's a good technique? Well, I like the washi tape, because I'm trying to use my washi tape. So using my printer with the washi tape is good. Maybe I'll leave it at that. I do like mixed media. I'm trying to, use that so that I get more comfortable. And my new one actually is watercoloring, which I would love to do some more of. So using watercolor in my scrapbook should be a goal of mine. It's not listed as one of my goals, but maybe that might be when I add. Next question, has my scrapbooking changed? So at first I was like, not really, because I think if you look at my style, it's pretty much the same. I maybe use less pattern paper than what I did, even though I have tons of pattern paper. However, the one thing that's changed for me is that I have continuously been like less than 6 months behind. I don't want to say behind, in chronological order, but previous to the last only in the last 6 months, you know what I mean, where I am staying within 6 months of where we are to do, that's what I'm scrapbooking. And I can tell you without a doubt, I'm in February of last year and we're soon approaching February. So, that would be the change in my scrapbooking. Not a problem. It gives me a little, I don't want to say anxiety, but it's definitely not where I like to be. And in my last video, it's fun to scrapbook recent photos. I do scrapbook recent photos. I kind of jump all over the place, but I like to have those previous years completed. And I am completing last year, but I'm working on February, last year being 2023, since when you see this, tomorrow will be 2024. Anyway, so that's going to be one of my goals that you'll hear. Did I achieve my goals from last year? And I couldn't really remember my goals from last year. I don't know that I really have them written down. So my one goal I stated last year was to stay within the last 6 months. And so, no, I did not meet that goal. It will continue to be a goal of this year. And then the next question is, what do you want to work on in 2024? Excuse me. I have a list. Actually, I think as I talked on that video, I talked a lot about more goals. So stamping on every layout, that didn't happen. I did use my stamps more. I started Stamp It Like It's Hot, which is a monthly goal where we have a different prompt for the first Saturday in the month. So I will continue to do that, but I would like to continue to use my stamps on each layout, or, and it doesn't have to be much. It could be stamping a label, stamping the date, something like that. Okay. Work on for 2024. I want to keep working on my 49 Market, my Spectrum Gardenia, and my Spectrum Sherbet, because I love those. My page goal would be to, okay, so now I got to explain again. My page goal would be to, every year for the last 2 years has been to get 365 pages done, which is great, right? And every year I start off keeping track and being ahead, but keeping track, and then losing track. So I'm pretty sure that I've scrapped 365 each of those years. I just don't have record of how many. So my goal for this year would be to keep tracking how many I've done so that I can beat that goal next year. My YouTube goal would be to continue to have 3 videos a week. I think I've done that. I have to look back to it every week of the year, but I've really done that. And then with some months doing one every day. Not many months, but I have on occasion hit almost every day. How about that? Then, and that was general plan. So that all kind of went into one. So now the last question is, who would you shout out? I've got 3 shout outs. Now I've already shouted out Linda, the scrapbooking photographer, but I've got 3 that are getting close to 500. And actually I'm surprised they haven't hit 500 yet. So go check these people out. And I'll talk a little bit about each one, but Michelle McCants at Stamp Booker, and I'll have that listed below, is super talented, and obviously she's using stamps on her layouts. Super nice YouTuber, easy to listen to, very, you'll learn a lot. So go follow her. The second one is Ivy Cole Creations. So it's IVYCOEL Creations. And that is Holly. Holly is such a sweet person too. You will love how she uses her stash to make layouts. You'll love listening to her. She's got nice short videos, so it's fun to watch those. She frequently posts. Go check her out. And then the third one is Helen Ding, and I believe it's at Helen Ding, and I'll have her listed below. She, when I just looked today, is at 395 subscribers. She's incredible. She does lots of cool things, but also does the wax, when you take out, I don't even know the terms for it, but she makes a little wax seal and uses that in her scrapbook. So that's really cool. So you have to check those 4 people out. Let me know below. Does anything surprise you that I've said? Leave me some comments. I always love hearing from you. And as always, over the next year, I would love to get to know my subscribers better. So keep commenting and liking. And thank you so much to all my subscribers, all my viewers, and Happy New Year. Take care. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon.